43 days to Inec'S deadline, APC and PDP in hide and seek over zoning. A hide and seek is ongoing between the ruling All Progressive Congress APC and the leading opposition People's Democratic Party PDP. Daily Trust analysis of the recent events of the political parties and the body language of their leaders revealed that the two leading parties are deliberately delaying the zoning of the presidential ticket as part of strategies to outsmart each other. Issues around the zoning of the presidential ticket have created tension and divisions in the two leading political parties, social, cultural, religious, and pressure groups. It is a battle between the North and South in both parties. It was observed that while most of the APC aspirants are from the southern part of the country, majority of the popular aspirants in PDP are from the north. Some sources said most of the contenders from the south would not mind playing the second fiddle. The Independent National Electoral Commission had given the parties up till June 3rd this year to conduct their primaries and produce their flag bearers. PDP's card. 10 days after the zoning committee, the PDP submitted its report to the National Working Committee (NWC). The party is yet to convene its National Executive Committee meeting (NEC), where the recommendation of the party would be ratified. This paper had exclusively reported on April 1st that the party committee, chaired by Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom, would recommend the jettisoning of the zoning. The committee, according to its members, had recommended that the race be open to all aspirants. Analysts said the extension of the sale of forms by the PDP to interested aspirants was part of the ploy to keep the APC guessing. Twice the party has extended the sale of forms, the latest of which was yesterday. Debo Olugunagba, spokesman for the party, in a statement said, after a thorough consideration of various issues and concerns in the party, the sale has been extended to Friday, April 22, 2022. According to him, the last day for the submission of completed forms has been extended to Monday, April 25th, 2022. Before the sale was extended on Wednesday, 17 aspirants had picked the presidential forms of the leading opposition party, pegged at 40 million naira. The PDP presidential aspirants are Atiku Abubakar Adamawa, Aminu Waziri Tambuwa Sokoto, Bukola Saraki Kwara, Ayim Pius Ayim Ebonyi, Bala Mohammed Bauchi, Nyesom Wike Rivers, and Udom Emmanuel Akwa Ibom. Others are Peter Obi Anambra, Ayodele Fayose Ekiti, Uwanchukwu Anakweze Anambra, Dele Momodu Edo, Mohammed Hayuta Din Bonu, Sam Ohambuwa Imo, Cosmos Ndukwe Abia, Charles Ugu Enugu, Chikwendu Kalu Abia, and Oliver Tarela Dayan Bayelsa. Spokesperson for the PDP, Debo Olugunagba, could not be reached for his response on why the party did not make public its zoning formula, but the chieftain of the party, who did not want his name mentioned because he was not authorized to speak on the issue, told Daily Trust that people should not be in haste. This is our party and we know what we are doing. We are even ahead of other parties in our preparation for the election. No other party has talked about zoning or done what we have done, what we have been able to achieve in our preparations, he said. APC's game plan. In the APC, the expectation that the issues surrounding the zoning will be resolved at its NEC meeting held on Wednesday was dashed, as no position was taken or made public on the matter at the end of the meeting. While it is generally believed that since President Muhammadu Buhari hails from the north, the party ticket should be conceded to the southern part of the country, there are tendencies in the party pushing that the north should retain the ticket. The ceding of powers to NEC to the National Working Committee, sources in the party said, was part of the arrangement to see how the card would play out. At the end of the next meeting on Wednesday, its powers were ceded to the National Working Committee under the leadership of Senator Abdullahi Adamu for 3 months. A member of the APC National Executive Committee (NEC), which is the second highest decision-making organ of the party, told Daily Trust in a telephone chat yesterday that the ruling party was waiting for the PDP to decide first. The NEC member, who craved anonymity, said, "We are waiting to see the direction the PDP will go. If they field their presidential candidate from the north, we will equally field ours from the north. More importantly, we will not be leaving anything to chance. We are working hard to retain power. President Muhammad Buhari must hand over to another APC government. This is our resolve." If you are a good observer, you would realize that the PDP is ahead of us in the scheme of things, talking about convention, congresses, and others, so we are watching each of their steps keenly. The APC National Publicity Secretary, Barrister Felix Moka, neither answered his calls nor responded to a text message sent to his line. APC aspirants. For now, most of the APC presidential aspirants are from the south. These include Vice President Yemi Osibanjo, Ogun; Asewaju Bola Tinubu, Lagos; Rotimi Amechi, Rivers; Dave Umahi, Ebonyi; Gbenga Oluwapo Hasim, Kwara; Rochas Okorocha, Imo; Ikechukwu Dallas Chima, Abia; and Usman Iwu, Imo. The only two aspirants from the north are Yahya Bello, Kogi, and Adamu Gaba, 2, Adamawa. Those who are yet to declare their names are being mentioned as Kayode Fayemi, Ekiti, and Ibinkule Amosun, Ogun. Former deputy chairman of the party in PDP, Chief Olabode George, said that despite the politicking, the South must produce the next president, saying zoning cannot be jettisoned. He noted that both APC and PDP were trying to play each other by not being categorical about zoning. George, in an interview with our correspondent, said, "They, APC, are keeping quiet and trying to see us make foolery of ourselves because it will become a national campaign issue. Since the chairmanship has now been zoned to the north, automatically they are going to choose a president from the south, but they are keeping quiet to allow us to pretend and think that they don't know what they are doing. I'm not bothered about this game. We have a norm, we have a culture, and that is a political spinal cord of our party. That was what we did that endeared Nigerians to us, turn by turn, Nigeria Limited," he said. Speaking with our correspondent, former member of the House of Representatives and Executive Secretary, Coalition of Democrats for Electoral Reform, CODE, Dr. Wumi Bewaji, said zoning has come to stay in Nigeria. Also, the president of the Nigerian Political Science Association, Professor Hassan Saliu, told Daily Trust that Nigerians should give the parties time. "I think at the appropriate time, the parties will come out to address Nigerians on their final decision. The fact that the issue didn't come at the last APC meeting and the PDP NEC is here to ratify it does not suggest that they have forgotten about it. Political process is not a straight-jacket thing. They have to consider several factors at their disposal, talk to the people involved, and reach an agreement. Consensus building in politics is not an easy thing. It takes time," he said.